The narcissistic wife, how it affects husband's life. Marriage is a sacred union that often begins with promises of love, support, and shared dreams. It's a journey where two individuals come together to navigate life's challenges and cherish its joys. However, this path can sometimes take an unexpected turn when narcissism and selfishness become prominent traits in a spouse, particularly a wife. In this video, we will explore the intricate dynamics of narcissism and selfishness in a marital context and delve into their profound impact on the life and well-being of husbands. Narcissism and selfishness unveiled. To embark on this exploration, it's vital to understand the fundamental concepts of narcissism and selfishness. Narcissism is characterized by an excessive self-love and preoccupation with one's own needs, desires, and self-image. Those with narcissistic traits often seek admiration, validation, and attention, sometimes at the expense of empathy for others. In the context of a marriage, a narcissistic spouse may demand constant recognition, struggle to empathize with their partner's feelings, and prioritize their own desires above all else. Selfishness, on the other hand, is a trait marked by an excessive focus on one's own interests, needs, and desires, often at the expense of others. A selfish spouse may exhibit a me-first attitude, showing limited consideration for their partner's feelings, desires, or well-being. This can manifest as a reluctance to compromise, disregard for the partner's needs, or a consistent focus on personal goals and gratification. Recognizing the presence of narcissism and selfishness. Identifying narcissistic and selfish traits in a spouse can be challenging, as these traits often manifest in subtle yet impactful ways. Common signs include 1. Constant need for attention. A narcissistic spouse may require unceasing admiration and validation. This relentless need for attention can leave the husband feeling emotionally drained and neglected. 2. Lack of empathy. One of the defining features of narcissism is a lack of genuine empathy. The husband's emotional needs may be overlooked or dismissed, as the narcissistic spouse often finds it challenging to understand or connect with their partner's feelings. 3. Manipulative behavior. In an effort to maintain control in the relationship, a narcissistic spouse might resort to manipulative tactics, such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or emotional blackmail. These manipulative behaviors can leave the husband feeling powerless and uncertain about the nature of their relationship. 4. Me-first attitude. Selfishness can manifest as a constant prioritization of one's own needs and desires. This attitude can be particularly detrimental in a marriage, where compromise and mutual support are key components of a healthy partnership. The selfish spouse may consistently place their interests above those of their partner, leading to feelings of neglect and frustration. The impact of narcissism and selfishness on husbands. Living with a narcissistic and selfish wife can have profound and wide-reaching effects on the husband's life. 1. Emotional exhaustion. Constantly catering to a spouse's need for attention and validation can be emotionally draining. The husband may find himself expending significant emotional energy to meet these relentless demands, often without reciprocation. 2. Diminished self-esteem. Over time, a husband living with a narcissistic and selfish wife may begin to question his own worth and capabilities. Frequent criticism, neglect, or emotional manipulation can erode his self-esteem, leaving him feeling inadequate and unappreciated. 3. Isolation. The all-encompassing self-focus of a narcissistic spouse can lead to emotional and social isolation for the husband. He may feel increasingly disconnected from friends, family, and the outside world as he grapples with the challenges of the relationship. 4. Heightened conflict and stress. Conflicts within the marriage may become a recurring theme as the husband attempts to assert his own needs and desires. The ongoing emotional turmoil and struggles for recognition can lead to heightened stress levels and a sense of perpetual tension. 5. Mental health implications. The cumulative impact of living with a narcissistic and selfish spouse can take a toll on the husband's mental health. Feelings of anxiety, depression, and emotional instability may develop, further complicating the relationship dynamics. Strategies for navigating narcissism and selfishness in marriage. If you find yourself in a marriage where your wife exhibits narcissistic and selfish behaviors, it's essential to consider effective strategies for addressing and coping with these challenges. 1. Seek professional help. Marriage counseling or therapy can provide a safe and structured environment for both partners to explore their concerns and work toward healthier relationship dynamics. A trained therapist can facilitate communication and guide the couple toward improved understanding and compromise. 2. Establish clear boundaries. Healthy boundaries are a fundamental component of any relationship. In a marriage with a narcissistic and selfish spouse, establishing clear boundaries is crucial. Communicate these boundaries openly with your spouse and make it known what you are willing to accept and what is considered unacceptable behavior. 3. Prioritize self-care. To navigate the emotional toll of a marriage with a narcissistic and selfish spouse, self-care is paramount. Engage in activities that promote your emotional and physical well-being. Seek support from friends and family, and consider personal growth and empowerment as essential components of your self-care routine. 4. Empower yourself. Strive to maintain your sense of self-worth and individuality. Seek support from friends, engage in activities that foster personal growth, and continue to develop your interests and passions. By empowering yourself, you can find solace and a sense of purpose outside of the challenging dynamics within the marriage. 5. Consider future steps. Depending on the severity of the situation and the willingness of your spouse to address and change their behavior, you may need to evaluate the long-term prospects of the marriage. While difficult, this consideration is essential for your overall well-being and happiness. Conclusion: navigating a complex journey. Living in a marriage with a narcissistic and selfish wife is undoubtedly a complex and challenging journey. The impact of such behavior on a husband's life is multifaceted, affecting emotional and mental well-being, self-esteem, and the overall quality of the relationship. Seeking professional help, setting clear boundaries, prioritizing self-care, empowering oneself, and considering future steps are all essential strategies for addressing and coping with these challenges. Ultimately, the path toward a healthier and more balanced relationship may require difficult decisions about the future of the marriage. It is vital to remember that every individual deserves a partnership characterized by mutual respect, empathy, and support. The journey of navigating a marriage with narcissistic and selfish behavior is a profound one. But through self-awareness, empowerment, and support, husbands can find the strength to take control of their own well-being and happiness.